before you die. The Tamil language Bhagavad Gita discourse continues today on NTV. Please find the live stream beginning now at a new time of 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And you can now review Swamiji's most recently daily discourses by tuning into NTV. The daily morning satsang will also be uploaded for free viewing to YouTube the same day. Find yourself entangled with NTV satsang replays immediately following the morning satsang and evening 10 p.m. after the yoga session. Disentangle your thoughts, fears and emotions by relaxing into restful awareness through Upanishad with the avatar. All around the ashram's international news. Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham volunteers sent a photo to update on their presence at the New Delhi World Book Fair running now through March 4th, 2012. Over 2,500 stalls are there and thousands are visiting each day. The N Galleria is located at hall number 3 at the stall number 590. Swamiji blessed the Phoenix Kanjipuram Center to commence its celebrations of the Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsava. Hyderabad is offering a Kalpataru program on March 30th and a Health and Wealth program on March 31st and April 1st. That's all from NTV News for now. Thank you for joining us, and let us end our news with a bliss dose from Swamiji. It's time-tested method. Now you also follow the same so you can achieve enlightenment. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next time on NTV News. Nithyanandam.
Inner Awakening, the path to transformation.
One of the most unique aspects of the new Inner Awakening program is the use of powerful Kriyas and the In-Fitness program that reshapes the body and the mind. Participants share their breakthroughs of transcending negative mind and body patterns.
Hi, I'm Asha Viswanathan and I'm from the San Jose Temple, San Jose Center, California. And I'm here at the Inner Awakening program and having a wonderful day today. And this is day 8. And I can't express how happy I am that I finally made the decision to come here. I've been with Swamiji for about 5 years and I've attended a lot of programs in the US, but having this experience at a stretch is just unbelievable. And thanks to Snemai and Matejo and all the other people from the San Jose group who actually encouraged me to come here. And as you can see, I'm having a bad hair day, but that's because I just came back from Vaidya Sarovar, which is one of the best experiences we all have during the day. Everything is great, but this is one of those where we all go stand under the lingam and the water falls on our head, and all the fear that we had of waterfalls, standing under the waterfall, is all driven away. And we've had wonderful food, and Swamiji has said that we can eat as much as we want and we'll still lose weight because we're doing tremendous workout during the yoga. I've never sweated and worked so much. And as a result of this, I can feel much lighter, and also I'm able to move around much better, and all my joint pains and so on are definitely much better here, and I'm able to do the Kriyas better because of that. The highlight, I think, we are some of the special IA group because we got to see Swamiji's the Kala Bhairava darshan, which is very special, and he himself talked about it the next day of how he got into that form, and none of us realized that he has ever done a darshan standing all the time. And the entire darshan he was standing. It was just an unbelievable experience, especially towards the end when he started doing some of the Shiva moves standing in that position. It was just an awesome experience. And also in terms of this morning's satsang, we were glad to be here because, as we all heard, this morning's satsang was something out of the world, totally very special. Thank you, and thanks for the opportunity. I would highly recommend anybody to come to Inner Awakening. As I said, I feel bad that I waited this long to come, but at the same time, I'm not feeling guilty or repenting because 2012 is a special time anyways. And don't miss an opportunity, and please do fill out the intention form. And when I did that, things started falling in place. It's amazing how things start falling in place. And just put your intention in there and Swamiji will make it happen, and you will be here. And once you come here, you will absolutely enjoy it. So take my word for that.
We are now entering into the 27th of February 2013. On this date, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism redefined the Four Noble Truths. Integrity is the bone structure on which we build our lives. Integrity is based on our words, on what we commit to and what we say. If we do not keep our word, our lives grow perverted and crooked. When we fulfill our commitments, we create success. Integrity forms the roots of our tree of life. Authenticity is the tree itself. It means aligning our perceptions of ourselves with how others perceive us. Then they can understand what to expect of us and we can answer their expectations. Responsibility is the fruit of the tree. With responsibility, we pluck from the tree the best it has to offer. We enjoy the fruit ourselves and we enrich others by sowing the fruit's seeds as widely as possible, creating new trees and new fruit with which to nourish the world. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is beautifully giving analogy to the four tattvas and how the four tattvas literally builds our whole being and makes us to enrich everyone around us with all the most beautiful things that life can offer. Let us now see a beautiful excerpt from the satsang where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explains about the four tattvas.
Integrity is fulfilling the word and thought you give it to yourself and to others, and experiencing a state of completion, purnatva, with yourself and with life. Listen. When you give a word to yourself or to others, that is the bone structure of your life. That is the bone structure of your life. If you continuously break the bones of your life, how your life will be? Full of pain, distorted, vakra, perverted. The word you give it to you is the bone structure of your inner personality. The word you give it to others is the inner structure of your success, life. If you are constantly breaking your bones and breaking the bones of your life, life will be painful, suffering, torture. It is based on the word you give it to you and to others, you start functioning. Am I right? It is based on the words. Everything starts. So the word you give it to you and to others is life. Literally life. The word you give it to you and to others. You have to fulfill it as your very life. If you are really sure you can't fulfill it, at least do the bone transplantation. Don't fracture the bone. Do bone transplantation means complete that word by declaring you will not be able to fulfill that word. Finally complete it. For example, if you given a word, you will give $1 million to somebody. It is like your life, you have to fulfill that word. If you are very sure you will not be able to fulfill that word, at least complete with them saying that I will not be able to fulfill it. I am taking that word back. Please, you look to some other source. So even this is a completion. But the second choice should be used like a bone surgery. Will you do bone surgery on yourself every day? No. Only rarely you will do the bone surgery. Bone surgery cannot be done every day. Same way, just completing it by taking the word back cannot be done every day. While you give the word itself, you should be aware enough that you are going to fulfill it. Only rarely surgery is allowed. But there should be nothing without fulfilling or completing. Experiencing a state of Purnatva, completion with yourself and with life. How many of you do more completion, less fulfilling? Means giving the word, then taking back the word, completing it, then fulfilling it. You are all living in unconscious. You are all living in utter unconsciousness. Because while you give the word, you are not aware of what you are doing. Integrity is you fulfilling the word, unthought. You give it to yourself and to others and experiencing a state of Purnatva. Completion with yourself and with life. If you give a word, be very clear. Already your life is started getting built. You have started building the life. You have to fulfill it. It is your life. Dropping the word and completing should be like a pulling down the structure and rebuilding. How many times you do pulling down the structure and rebuilding? If you build 100 buildings, maybe one will be pulled down and rebuilt. If you give 100 words, 99 is pulled down and rebuilt. It means what? Still you have no respect for your life. You have no respect. You are not aware of what you are doing. Still you need to become sincere and need to have the courage of authenticity before you give a word. And you should ensure your authenticity is kept alive to keep your excitement alive. I tell you, authenticity is death for your boredom, excitement for your life. Because authenticity kills the old way of living. It is a death for you. And it is an intense excitement to live. Applying the sacred ash on your forehead means you declare, you commit, all my decisions will be just based on this one truth of authenticity. Because nothing else should interfere in my decision making other than authenticity. Everything else is only ash. It is going to be turned out only as ash. So all these things which are going to become ash should not be part of my strategy planning. My strategy for my life, my strategy for my success, everything should be from authenticity. That is what you commit. When you apply, I have a question. In some mood we commit something and then after a few days don't feel we need to do that. Should we do it just because we gave the word? Without the spirit behind the word, can we drop that commitment in this case? No. If you have given a word, it has to be just lived. Just lived. Word is life.
Yes, entering now into the year 2015. On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, continued with the Ishavasya Upanishad, verse number 4, from the previous day's Nithyananda Satsang. In this profound delivery of the Isha Upanishad, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expressed the deeper meanings of this sutra. He said, Mata Rishwa is the life energy that moves and expands itself, supporting all of life's activities. This life energy never dies, or immortality, only moves and expands itself, having no death. After this revelation, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had all present Kailasa delegates, diplomats, disciples, and Kalpataru Convention participants contemplate on that which is unborn and is never going to die in us, and that will lead us to the truth. So inviting each and everyone to go on Nithyandapedia on this day, 27th of February 2015, to listen to this revelation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism about the part in us which never dies, and to contemplate on that truth in our life. Let us now watch a short video of the other happenings which took place on this very day in the year 2015.
When I was doing my IA, I could only see changes in myself, and I can see tremendous changing in participants. I'm very, very fortunate to see how
Heart power trying to push the mind towards the source from the senses is only going to lead to suppression and depression. The good news is soft power is enough to push your mind to the source and realize its divinity. One of the biggest success of Sanatana Hindu Dharma is it is voluntary. Without using the hard power of rules, regulations, just using the soft power, turning your mind towards the source, completion, consciousness is the job of this verse. Each word in this verse, when you meditate on it more and more, when you think about it more and more, when you internalize it more and more, your mind will move towards the completion. Don't entertain tiredness and boredom.
I think we're all heading towards death, and we have the opportunity to face the fear of death with Swamiji. Like he'll hold our hand through this process, and I just can't stop thinking about it. I'm like, this is the best way I could spend my May. I really encourage everybody to walk with this rare being in this experience of awakening, of really saying yes to life and really celebrating death in this sacred, magical place like Varanasi.
I'm going to speak on Kathopanishad on all 21 days when I am in Varanasi. On death. Kathopanishad is death introducing itself. Death from death itself in the city where death is liberation and celebration. Come to learn about death.
See, like how we share Shiva is an energy, and when that energy assumed a form and cut off the Brahma's fifth head, we call that quality of that energy we call it as Kala Bhairava. And when the same energy destroyed Daksha's ego, we call that energy as Virabhadra. So same way, the one part of the consciousness we name it as unmoving, and the other part and many other parts we call it as oneness, swifter than the mind. We attribute like this to a different parts of consciousness.
Completion in action is yoga. So when we do yoga, we become more and more complete. And that completion is soft power. This is what I understand.
What I feel is when you do yoga, you get inspired because your body is able to do so many extraordinary things which you never even imagined. So that inspiration is soft power. So when you do yoga, you automatically be in the space of soft power.
Adding to Tattva Maharaj told, see, when you do yoga, when your body bends, even your mind starts bending.
What I feel as soft power is that when it is not that soft, I feel it is the uncompromised compassion which happens. So just in the example which she gave itself, like you can go and tell, oh, you're feeling bad and all that, you can still tell. But uncompromised compassion at that point is telling that no, this is not the reality, come to the space of reality, pain is a lie, and then experiencing that. At that point, the person who is having the pain, he might be in some other perception, whatever he might have. He is not really in the space of completion when he is having that pain. So, but still using the soft power, making him complete is what is the real task. So I feel that when Swamiji told soft power is not really that soft, this is what he meant. Because it makes uncompromised compassion happen in you.
If the responsibility what we take inspires others, it is soft power. And the responsibility what we take makes others feel that we are putting rules, that will be out of hard power.
Yes, let us now move on to the 27th of February 2016. On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the sciences of Charya, Kriya, Yoga, and Jnana, lifestyle, processes, union, and enlightenment. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained how these four can be experienced experientially and be internalized at the upcoming Kumbh Mela through 70 various initiations. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism declared that Charya, Kriya, Yoga, and Jnana are the sacred inner sciences, the direct words of Mahadeva, which can manifest our realities and awaken completion, self-respect, and strength in us. From bringing God alive in a stone to healing cancers, Agamas amass every science. He also explained how the four components of Agamas as per Mahadeva. Charya means the lifestyle, which purifies us. Kriya means the spiritual processes. Yoga experiencing oneness with oneness itself, and jnana, enlightened about everything that exists. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is expanding on the basic four components of the agamas, which are charya, kriya, yoga, and jnana.
Entering now into the year 2017, on this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, revealed how to overcome compulsive thought currents and behavior patterns, and how yoga can program your muscles. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed that Sadashiva gives a set of muscle awakening techniques to awaken your muscles, which are frozen due to compulsive muscle memory. He gave the example: in the morning, you get up with a certain thought current. You go to the washroom with a certain thought current. You get into your car and drive to the office with a certain thought current. But if we see our whole day, there is only few muscles we use, and there are many muscles we don't even remember they exist because they're too busy because we are too busy in our obsessive thought currents, the compulsive behavior patterns. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on a very important truth and giving us cognitive shift and insights of how to awaken the muscle memory in our body and to free ourselves from our compulsive behavioral patterns. So inviting each and everyone again to see this address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the year 2017. Let us now watch a short excerpt of this address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism titled How Yoga Can Program Your Muscles.
Morning yoga you do. Please understand, the yoga you are doing here is not stretching the body. Sadashiva gives a set of muscle awakening techniques to awaken your muscles which are frozen due to compulsive muscle memory. For example, morning you get up with certain thought current. You go to washroom with certain thought current. And you get into your car, go to office. If you see your whole day, there are only few muscles you use and there are many muscles you don't even remember they exist. You don't even remember them that they exist. You are so busy in your obsessive thought currents, the compulsive behavior patterns, many of you don't even know many muscles exist in you. Sadashiva gives a set of exercise to awaken all those muscles. And today you would have had a light yoga. From tomorrow you will be put on a pole. I don't know whether how many of you know that. Men will be put on a pole and women will be put on a rope. Don't worry. You do not need to worry. And it will be very smooth. You will not even feel it's difficult. It is done in a very systematic way as Sadashiva has instructed. To awaken all the muscles you have, to introduce your body to you. That is one of the important things need to be done. Introducing your body to you. The yoga you are doing is specifically aimed at breaking all your compulsive muscle memories. See, your muscles do have a memories. That is why the people who are driving every day, if you are driving from your house to office and office to home every day, sometimes Only after reaching the home you remember you started from your office. But you drove. No accident, you drove. Just like car can be automatic gear, your muscle memory can be in automatic gear. Sometimes it is beneficiary, sometimes it becomes compulsive behavior patterns. Your muscles need to become conscious.
We're now moving on to the 27th of February 2018. On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed how to overcome compulsive thought currents and behavior patterns, and how yoga can program your muscles. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also revealed that Sadashiva gives a set of muscle awakening techniques to awaken your muscles, which are frozen due to compulsive muscle memory. He gave the example: in the morning, you wake up, you get up with a certain thought current. You go to the washroom with a certain thought current, and you get into your car and drive to office with a certain thought current. But if we see our whole day, there are only a few muscles we use, and there are many muscles we don't even remember they exist because we are too busy in your obsessive thought currents, the compulsive behavior patterns. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving a real life example on how continuously we are doing the same rut again and again, and how we can overcome this obsessive behavior patterns and instill Paramashiva's biomemory and muscle memory into all of us.
Entering now into the year 2019. On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principles of Pratiksha Pramana, speaking to Kailasa delegates, diplomats, and disciples from various spiritual embassies across the globe. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed the pure super science, Pratiksha Pramana, the existential reality of super science of physics, chemistry, and biology. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared that the right eye of Surya is the physics of the cosmos, the left eye of Chandra is the chemistry, and the third eye of Subramanya is the biology. He went on to reveal how modern-day science has not yet caught up with the Pratiksha Pramana of Paramashiva. If a little energy, time, and intelligence is spent in doing research in the super science of Paramashiva, within the next 10 years, humanity will have 10 times more growth than what we had in the last 1,000 of years. So let us listen to an excerpt from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on this address.
If we want to find solution, discover the greater possibilities and truths and powers and principles, we should go to the source, core. Collapse everything to the core. If you collapse everything to the core, we are just, the human beings are just thought currents. This universe is the principal current. God is the conscious current. That's all. Conscious current, thought current, and principal current, it's relationships. How thought current can connect with conscious current and principal current, how principal current can relate with the thought current and conscious current, how conscious current can relate with principal current and thought current. That's all is super science. If we can spend little time, energy on this super science, understand? Human beings are bunch of thought currents. Cosmos is bunch of principle currents. God is bunch of conscious currents. Relationship between these three identity, these three holds towards each other is super science. If you come to this core, from here start understanding physics, chemistry, biology, cosmology, astronomy, astrology, fundamentals of existence. The greatest gift Rama gave it to the world is the principle of Hindu feminism, Sita, the ideal of Sita. One of the greatest gifts, I should say he has given multiple gifts. The principle, concept of Hanuman. Rama was the alchemy. He was the catalytic agent for a personality like Hanuman to manifest devotion. See, for a personality like Hanuman to happen, you need to be an absolute Purusha, an absolute Uttama. Absolute Purusha, Paramashiva, absolute Uttama, playing within the principles of the physics. Only then a personality like Hanuman can be manifested. Hanuman, who knows Rama is Paramashiva, and he knows he plays within the principles of physics. So Hanuman has to manifest all the powers through his devotion and make Paramashiva's mission happen.
Yes. So entering now into the year 2020, on this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principle, powerfulness, strength of your core existence is your strength. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained on this day that the truth that life positiveness is a strong nuclear force in you, and Atma Tattva reflects Paramashiva. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism even expressed that he is prepared with the next level of manifestation to transmit the being of Paramashiva, and for that he wanted 10,000 integrated people to be in non-violence and 108 Mahakailashians, citizens intensely around him physically, and that will remove spiritual poverty from planet Earth with the kind of explosion that will happen. This evening also saw the highly awaited question and answer segment, Ask the Avatar, bringing much joy and contentment to Kailasa's delegates, diplomats, and disciples.
We are now moving on to the 27th of February 2021 On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed that regardless of the number of births the soul would have taken, regardless of the soul, while embodied, having been initiated by the master or not in their lifetime, the master can intervene and make his presence available in the departed soul's life and lead it to enlightenment. This is possible only through Maheshwara Puja. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed the sacred truth. The best place on planet Earth to give Pinda Tarpana is the stomach of a sannyasi. That is, the hunger fire, Jataragni, of a sannyasi, the best fire into which you can offer the Pinda Tarpana, the Shraddha, which reaches the departed soul, departed ancestors, Pitrus directly. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is expanding on the signs of the Maheshwara Puja, and we will also be having a Maheshwara Puja just in a few days. So I request if any of the viewers, if any of the participants would like to offer the Maheshwara Puja, you can contact your HORs and also post in the live Facebook and YouTube platforms where the Acharyas can then guide you on how you can offer the Maheshwara Puja.
So with this, we come to the end of today's segment. We thank you very much for having spent the time with us and going through this amazing journey of the Leela, Dhyana of the life of the avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So remember, reminding each and everyone that in a few days on March 1st, Paramashivoham level 3 is going to start, spending 21 days in the presence of the avatar of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, an event to teach us the science of manifesting the ultimate consciousness in us. This Paramashivoham manifests the deeper experiences of the 25 states of consciousness, vertical time zones, paramanifestation. So join us for this grand event by registering at kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. So again, thanking everyone. We'll now be moving into an initiation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, preparing us for this great happening of the Paramashivoham Level 3 program. So stand straight, head, neck, and spine in a straight line in deep space of listening with the Mahavakya in Ajapa Ajapa, and ready to receive the presence, the words, the initiations, and the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
शाश्वत मानस भावित कामित याचित पूर्ण सुकर सुखीकृत दुष्कर नाश कृते जननि हित क्रोध कृते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय शक्तियुते हजिते शुभवरदे विभवे विमले कमले कमलाम्बुजपादयुते करकमले करुणानिलये कमलाक्षयुते करशूलधृते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय स्मरणस्तर सुष्वरनाद च मे हृदये शिव शिव शब्द निनाद मृदङ्ग श्रुते कुरु नृत्य ममाधिपते शिव नटराज समेत हिताण्डवलास्य कृते शिव हर्ष कृते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय बहु अवतार कृते जनपालित शासित भूमि पवित्र कृते युग युग शम्भविते सकलौ नित्यानन्द रूप शरीर कृते परमशिवेश्वरि नित्य महेश्वरि नित्य कलामयि नित्य नुते परमशिवेश्वरि नित्य महेश्वरि नित्य कलामयि नित्य नुते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय
சத்தியம் காத்திடும் உத்தமத்தியே சத்குருவாய் வந்த நித்திய தாயே வேதங்கள் வணங்கிடும் ஆதியும் நீயே ஜோதிமலையிலே அவதரித்தாயே அவனியை பேணும் ஞானமும் நீயே அக்னி வடிவிலே அருள் புரிந்தாயே பூதங்கள் ஐந்தையும் ஈன்றவள் நீயே அழல் உருவாகவே ஈன்றெழுந்தாயே ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி கருமங்களை கொண்டிட வந்தாய் நித்யானந்த தர்ம மண்ணில் வென்றிட வந்தாய் கர்மங்களை கொண்டிட வந்தாய் நித்யானந்த தர்ம மண்ணில் வென்றிட வந்தாய் தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி சிரிப்பவள் நீயே, குண்டத்திலே தீயனவே சிரிப்பவள் நீயே, யோக தண்டத்தையும் தந்த நித்திய ஞானத்தின் தாயே, யோக தண்டத்தையும் தந்த நித்திய ஞானத்தின் தாயே, தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி. வாழ்வினிலே தீமைகள் விலகும், பூவனவே மலரும் மனது தாழ்வுகள் அகலும், தீமிதித்திட வாழ்வினிலே தீமைகள் விலகும், பூவனவே மலரும் மனது தாழ்வுகள் அகலும், பாதம் தீயை தீண்டும் வேளை பாவங்கள் கரையும், பாதம் தீயை தீண்டும் வேளை பாவங்கள் கரையும், கொண்ட வேதனைகள் மறைய நித்ய ஆனந்தம் நிறையும், கொண்ட வேதனைகள் மறைய நித்ய ஆனந்தம் நிறையும், தீயினிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, தீயினிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி. காமம் பசி கோபம் மூன்று தீயில் கடக்கிறோம், தீயினிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, தீயினிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி, நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி. அக்னி வடிவில் அன்னையின் நீ முத்தமிடுகையில் நித்ய ஆனந்த மலையினிலே சித்தம் குளிருதே, அக்னி வடிவில் அன்னையின் நீ முத்தமிடுகையில் நித்ய ஆனந்த மலையினிலே சித்தம் குளிருதே, உந்தன் வெப்பம் ஞான தெப்பம் தேகம் தீண்டவே, உந்தன் வெப்பம் ஞான தெப்பம் தேகம் தீண்டவே, இந்த பக்தியினால் மெய்மை ஓங்குது, செந்தழலோடு கடந்திட நின் எழிலொரு அடைந்தே, செங்கடலினை கழுவிடமோ உலகினை கடந்தோ, செந்தழலோடு கடந்திட நின் எழிலொரு அடைந்தே, செங்கடலினை பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி தீவிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி
जय 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 पराशक्ति है भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बे रानी जय 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 पराशक्ति है भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बे रानी सुन ले जरा लीला श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव भगवान की लीला सुन ले जरा लीला श्री नित्यानंद पराशक्ति मीनाक्षी की लीला बस जैसे नैना देवी तू स्वरूपा रक्षा जो करती प्यारी देवी माँ कमल जैसे चरणों को कोटि कोटि नमन मेरा तेरे दर
ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमशिवशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् I welcome you all with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message. Directly from Kailasa. Knowledge of manifesting Paramashiva Shakti. Science of manifesting Paramashiva Shakti is Shri Vidya. Listen, science of manifesting Paramashiva Shakti is Shri Vidya. This whole universe is the manifestation of Paramashiva. Science of manifesting Paramashiva. Science of manifesting Paramashiva Shakti is Shri Vidya. I tell you, the mother component of Paramashiva is Paramashiva Shakti. Jagat Janani, Parameshwari, Mahakameshwari. That component of Paramashiva is Paramashiva Shakti. Now I am going to initiate all of you into this Maha Shri Vidya. Now with this initiation I will start Shri Vidya. Today evening I will give Mahavidya. The next level of Shri Vidya. First 15 syllable, Panchadasi, then Shodasi. Listen. The 15 syllable is Shri Vidya. 16 syllable is Mahavidya. Shodasi is the 16th syllable. Then the next is Parashodasi. That may be tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will give. Now I will give Shri Vidya. Listen. Sound of the cosmos is this 15 syllables. Sound of the cosmos is this 15 sounds. Panchadasi. If you are DNA, core of you reverberates with these 15 sounds. You will manifest Paramashiva Shakti. If you do it on your own, that is called sadhana, tapas, which may take some time, multiple years and even multiple janmas. Because I already did it with my Guru's grace. If I make you vibrate how my Gurus did it to me, If I do it for you, it's called initiation. It can make it happen now. You just need to receive it. That's it. You can invent cell phone on your own, make the parts, assemble, use it, but by the time you will become too old. Or just Amazon can deliver it to you. Anything is okay. Initiation is just Amazon delivering it to you. That's it. Nothing else. So we have the Mahameru here, which is the cosmos. If you just keep your Atmalinga in front of the screen, through this Mahameru, I'll reach out to your Atmalinga and your very core being. The powerful cognitions, initiation you need to receive now is mother component of Paramashiva is Paramashiva Shakti. The sound of the cosmos is this 15 sounds, Panjatasi. If this sound manifests in you, you will receive the cosmic energy, powers, and you will start manifesting them. Now I will start the initiation. I'm going to use these 15 syllables now. Shri Vidya. And then today evening or next session, whenever I come for the satsang, next initiation, I'll give Mahavidya. Then Parashodasi. I'll take you step by step and whether you are a male or female, you have both components inside you, even biologically. Not just consciously, psychologically, even biologically, you have male, female, both components inside you. If you are a male, you have male, female, both. If you are a female, you have male, female, both. Even if you are a transgender, you have male, female, both. All bodies have both inside. Now this will awaken the Kundalini Shakti. This initiation will awaken the Kundalini Shakti, make you manifest Paramashiva Shakti. Some people ask me why I'm repeating. See, actually I am in a state of samadhi now, reverberating in that mantra. So I just want to make sure that all of you hear it all of you are able to listen it, that I don't miss any point. That is the reason I am repeating this initiation instruction. I'm going to start the initiation in a few minutes. I'm just settling. I'm sitting, just settling to bring that vibration to human frequency. Om, Om. Ma Jayapriya, you cannot put Atmalinga in your lips. You can't physically kiss Atmalinga. You can only keep an Anandagandha or the chakras. You can't keep Atmalinga on your lips. Especially during initiation. During initiation, Atmalinga is direct representation of Paramashiva. It receives Paramashiva Shakti and fills your being. So you have to hold, you can hold in Anandagandha or even any one of the chakras. Can I guide? Om, 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 Om. Jagadati Parameshwari. Om, 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 Om. Om, Om, Om. Shambhavi. Prunashini. Mahamari. Shitala. Indrakshi. Jagadatri. Jagadishwari. Visalakshi. Lokanayaki. Parameshwari. Chandika. Shantini. Bhairavi. Bahamalini. Yogini. Raudri. Om. 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 Emily is asking, should put Atmalinga outside the shirt or inside? Actually, Atmalinga touching your skin will be very good. You can touch it with your hand. Hand is okay, but you should not touch it with your lips. You can touch with your hand and you can touch on your skin. Any chakras are okay, but you should not disrespect by touching it on the lip. You can keep it in your hand, or you can put it on the head also. Head is also okay, above the head. If you have a jata like me and nicely tight, and you can put it on the jata, that is also okay. Om, 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 Om. Amba Shambhavi, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Hemavadi, Shiva, Trinayani, Bhagavati, Gatyayani, Bhairavi, Savitri, Bhagamalini, Navayavanan Subhagari, Amrajya Lakshmi Prata, Jagadatri Parameshwari Paramashivashak, Mata, Jaganmata, Jagadadri, Jagadishwari, Jaganmayi, Parameshwari, Chinmayi, Chitakasha Swarupini. Ma Nithyananda Prajna is asking, Swamiji, in future should I bring my brother's Atmalinga to initiation? Yes. Actually, if you bring his photo and keep his photo on his Atmalinga, I'll make sure that he already reached Kailasa, he will manifest powers in Kailasa, and even in Kailasa he raises to higher states. He will receive the benefit of this initiation being in Kailasa. Just keep his photo. In front of his photo, keep the Atmalinga, his Atmalinga. Ma Maheshwara is asking a question. Do different forms of Devi exist separately? Like Devi Meenakshi in one place, Devi Rajarajeshwari in another place. First do what I said. Go and become a sannyasi in Adi Kailash, and from there learn. If you can't give your life, don't demand my life, my time. So stop wasting my time. Loose. Om. 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 Sit straight for initiation. Om. Ka. E. E. La. Krim. Ha. Sa. Ka. Ha. La. Krim. Sa. Ka. La. Krim. Om. 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 Krim. 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 Om. 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 Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Om. 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 Kaye. Ila. Hrim Ha. Saka. Hala. Hrim. Sa. Ka. La. Hrim. Om. 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 Ka. Ye. E. La. Hrim. Ha. Sa. Ka. Ha. La. Hrim. Sa. Ka. La. Hrim.
மான்மதம் செங்குருதி போல் மலரும் மாதுளம் மாதுளம் சிதறும் முத்தம் செந்தீயின் வண்ணமெனவே சொல்லும் மேனியும் செப்பரிய அழகு வடிவும் சிங்காதனத்திலும் சிவனார் மனத்திலும் சீர்கொண்டு இளங்கும் எனினும்
ஓம்.
ஈண்டாய் நின்
ஓம்.
பேரும் ஏழையே அறிவிலும்
ஓம்.
என்றென்றும் திகழ அருள்வாய்.
ஓம்.
शक्ति सुखदायिनी मां सच्चित् सुखमय रूपिणी मां सृष्टि स्थिति लयकारिणी मां सच्चित् सुखमय रूपिणी मां सृष्टि स्थिति लयकारिणी मां
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां
ओम.
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां
ब्रह्मसुधां बुद्धिकेलिनी मां ब्रह्मात्मैक्य शुभङ्करि मां ब्रह्मसुधां बुद्धिकेलिनी मां ब्रह्मात्मैक्य शुभङ्करि मां जीवेश्वर कौतुकी मां आगद लीला रूपिणी मां जीवेश्वर
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि
ओम. ओम. परमेश्वरि भुवनेश्वरि काली तारा भुवनेश्वरि राजराजेश्वरि त्रिपुरा भैरवी बाला शांभवी राजश्यामला महाश्यामला परमेश्वरी भैरवी बहमालिनी नित्यग्लिन्ना जयंती मंगला काली तारा ओम धूमावती छिन्नमस्ता कमलात्मिका नारसिंही परब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी महासरस्वती परंदाम शक्ति महालक्ष्मी परमेश्वर शक्ति परमेश्वरी परमात्म शक्ति परमात्म स्वरूपिणी परमशिव शक्ति परमशिव शक्ति महाकामेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी
दायिनी शङ्करि मां दुर्गति दुर्मति नाशिनी मां महाकालाकृति नर्तिनी मां जीव शिवान्तरवर्धिनी मां महाकालाकृति नर्तिनी मां जीव शिवान्तरवर्धिनी मां
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा
जगजननी जयदायिनि मा तडिल्लसित सौदामिनि मा जगजननी जयदायिनि मा तडिल्लसित सौदामिनि मा सीतारामकारिणि मा कृष्ण राधिका रूपिणि मा सीतारामकारिणि मा कृष्ण राधिका रूपिणि मा
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा
कमनीयाकृतिधारिणि मा
ओम
भवसागरहारिणि मा कमनीयाकृतिधारिणि मा भवसागरभयहारिणि मा शान्ति सौख्य चिरदायिनि मा शान्ति महागुणवर्षिणि मा शान्ति सौख्य चिरदायिनि मा शान्ति महागुणवर्षिणि मा
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा
कान्तिवराभयदायिनि मा गिरिशङ्कोपरिवासिनि मा कान्तिवराभयदायिनि मा गिरिशङ्कोपरिवासिनि मा हरार्धनारी रूपिणि मा नटनमहेश्वर सङ्गिनि मा हरार्धनारी रूपिणि मा नटनमहेश्वर सङ्गिनि मा
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा
ओम
हर्षोत्करि
ओम
नन्दिनि मा नित्यानन्देश्वरि षोडशि मा हर्षोत्करि नन्दिनि मा नित्यानन्देश्वरि षोडशि मा साधकमानसशोधिनि मा सर्वसुभाग्यप्रसादिनि मा साधकमानसशोधिनि मा सर्वशुभाग्यप्रसादिनि मा
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा
गुहगजमुखजनिधायिनि मा एकानेकविभागिनि मा गुहगजमुखजनिधायिनि मा एकानेकविभागिनि मा हिमगिरिनन्दिनि लासिनि मा सर्वचराचरगत्रय साक्षिनि मा सर्वभवामयवारिणि मा सर्वजगत्त्रय साक्षिनि मा निखिलादीश्वरि योगिनि मा येयागन्धसुखेशिनि मा निखिलादीश्वरि योगिनि मा येयागन्धसुखेशिनि मा
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा
चिन्मय सुन्दर रूपिणि मा परमानन्दतरङ्गिणि मा चिन्मय सुन्दर रूपिणि मा परमानन्दतरङ्गिणि मा रम्यकान्तिचिरधारिणि मा समस्त सुगुणाभूषणि मा रम्यकान्तिचिरधारिणि मा समस्त सुगुणाभूषणि मा
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मा जय नित्यानन्देश्वरि Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma.
समस्त सुगुणा भूषणि मां सद्गति सन्मतिदायिनि मां समस्त सुगुणा भूषणि मां सद्गति सन्मतिदायिनि मां भवतारिणि करुणेश्वरि मां त्रिपुरे सुन्दरि मोहिनि मां भवतारिणि करुणेश्वरि मां त्रिपुरे सुन्दरि मोहिनि मां
Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma.
ब्रह्माण्डोदरधारिणि मां प्रेमानन्दप्रवर्षिणि मां ब्रह्माण्डोदरधारिणि मां प्रेमानन्दप्रवर्षिणि मां सर्वचराचरपालिनि मां भुवनचतुर्दशप्रसविनि मां सर्वचराचरपालिनि मां भुवनचतुर्दशप्रसविनि मां
Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma.
नानालीलाकारिणि मां विविधविभूतिविधारिणि मां नानालीलाकारिणि मां विविधविभूतिविधारिणि मां ज्ञानालोकप्रदायिनि मां विश्वक्रीडा कौतुकी मां ज्ञानालोकप्रदायिनि मां विश्वक्रीडा कौतुकी मां
Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma.
विश्वदिष्टितचिन्मयि मां मन्दस्मितस्मरहारिणि मां विश्वधिष्ठितचिन्मयि मां मन्दस्मितस्मरहारिणि मां भक्तानुग्रहकारिणि मां योगभोगवरदायिनि मां भक्तानुग्रहकारिणि मां योगभोगवरदायिनि मां
Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma.
शान्तिसुधा निष्यन्दिनि मां भ्रान्तिरोगविषहारिणि मां शान्तिसुधा निष्यन्दिनि मां भ्रान्तिरोगविषहारिणि मां कान्तियोगसुखदायिनि मां वीरनरेन्द्रप्रहर्षिणि मां कान्तियोगसुखदायिनि मां वीरनरेन्द्रप्रहर्षिणि मां
Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Jaya Nithyanandeshwari Ma, Nithyanandeshwari Ma.
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं ते नमामि सद्गुरुं तं नमामि श्री ललिता सहस्रनाम स्तोत्रम् श्रीमाता श्रीमहाराज्ञी श्रीवत्सिंहासनेश्वरी चिदग्निकुण्ड सम्भूता देवकार्य समुद्यता ऊर्ध्वभानुसहस्राभा चतुर्बाहु समन्विता रागस्वरूप पाषाढ्या क्रोधाकाराङ्कुशोज्ज्वला मनोरूपेक्षुकोदण्डा पञ्चतन्मात्रसायका निजारुण प्रभापूर मझब्रह्माण्डमण्डला चम्पकाशोकपुन्नाग सौगन्धिक लसत्कजा कुरुविन्द मणिश्रेणी कनत्कोटीरमण्डिता अष्टमी चन्द्रविभ्राज दलिकस्थलशोभिता मुखचन्द्र कलङ्काभ मृगनाभि विशेषका वदन स्मर माङ्गल्य गृहतोरण चिल्लिका वक्त्रलक्ष्मी परिवाह चलन्मीनाभलोचना नवचम्पक पुष्पाभ नासादण्डविराजिता ताराकान्ति तिरस्कारी नासाभरण भासुरा कदम्ब मञ्जरी क्लिप्त कर्णपूर मनोहरा ताटङ्क युगलीभूत तपनोडुपमण्डला पद्मराग शिलादर्श
Om. Ka ye I la cream ha sa ka ha la cream sa ka la cream. Om 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 Om.
मानसा अनाकलित सादृश्य चिबुक श्री विराजिता कामेश बद्ध मांगल्य सूत्र शोभित कंधरा कनकांगद केयूर कमनीय भुजान्विता रत्नग्रैवेय चिन्ताक लोलमुक्ता फलान्विता कामेश्वर प्रेमरत्न मणि
Om. 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 Settle down. Now pick up the Atma Linga and keep on your Vishuddhi Chakra. I'm going to invite Mahasaraswati, Parabrahma Swarupini, Mahasaraswati, the embodiment of Srividya. See, Parabrahma Swarupini Mahasaraswati, Parandama Swarupini Mahalakshmi, Paramashiva Swarupini, Paramashiva Shakti. All three put together is Tripura Bhairavi. Paramashiva Shakti, Paramashakti. So now, I'll invoke Mahasaraswati. See, Mahasaraswati is the source of all knowledge, Srividya, the cosmic knowledge. Very powerful, verily available. I want to tell you guys, and also even this is a good news for all my devotees, disciples, and even for the whole world. See, from 2007, I spent a lot of time in making manuals. Around 600 manuals I made. Manuals means, for example, what is Apat Sannyasa? From all the Sannyasa Upanishads, Parivirajaka Paramahamsa Upanishad, Narada Parivirajaka Upanishad, Paramahamsa Upanishad, from all Sannyasa Upanishads, I have collected, made it as a user-friendly, practical to do, what to do and what not to do, and made it like a manual. Same way, what is the diet for Saktas, Devi worshippers? There is a Sakta Upanishads. From that I made a manual. How to wear Rudraksha? There is a Saiva Upanishads. From that I made manual. Like that, from 2007, I worked hard and made almost 600 manuals. Many times I in my own handwriting, sometimes dictating it. Unfortunately, some of the criminal gang who got into our publication department very stealthily deleted the whole hard disk. We lost all the 600 manuals, hard work done for last so many years. I can do it again, but that 6-7 years of hard work is gone. From 2007, I worked. So, what to do? I asked Mahasaraswati Devi, Devi, it's your grace, so much work has been done. How can this go waste? Bless the world by somehow getting these manuals back. Last 1.5 years, we were running around to so many places, tried so many ways to retrieve from that hard disk all those manuals. You guys should know that with the grace of Paramashiva, Maha Saraswati blessed us. We retrieved all the 600 manuals. The whole thing we have retrieved. It has so much of knowledge. My personal hard work. Because if that 600 manuals are organized and published, simply all of you can start following wherever you are and build a Kailasa ecosystem. All your questions will be answered in that 600 manuals. Who is Apat Sannyasi? What is the definition? What is the food we should eat? What is the yoga? What's the dance? What's the music? What is Rudraksha wearing? Like this, different. What is Rudraganya? What is Bhairava? What is Bhairavi? What is all those major sampradayas? What is the definition of a Paramahamsa? What is the definition of a Swami? Everything with Shastra Pramana. With the grace of Paramashiva and grace of Maha Saraswati, we retrieved everything. I think I have an amazing team now working for university. The team is organizing now all the retrieved manuals. Maybe by Shivaratri or by Guru Purnima we will publish everything. All those manuals will be published, and if you just read that from wherever you are, you can make a Kailasa ecosystem. What is Yogini? What is Rudraganya? What is Bhairava? What is Bhairavi? All this in English. All the 600 manuals are in English. It is like equivalent to 600 books. And Saraswati is powerful. She herself blessed it. Now, we got all the 600 manuals back. Around 1200 books with ISBN number we have published till now. All that is getting organized. The 600 manuals also, if we add proper photographs like mudras, mantras, bandhas, all that into those manuals, all these 600 will become a 600 books. Separate books. It will be published maybe for Shivaratri or Guru Purnima, because the university team is working, organizing all of it. All the 600 will be released soon. I'm thinking that maybe by Shivaratri. But if they release only one bunch by Shivaratri, the other bunch will come by Guru Purnima. Above all, the greatest news is we retrieved it. We got it back. All the 600 are unpublished. We have only in the hard disk in my handwriting. We can't publish it as it is in my own handwriting because there are a lot of corrections. Sometimes I'll crash and write on it. Sometimes if the editor means the people who are organizing, helping me, if they don't understand, I'll write on that itself, read the right line and put the sloka without spelling mistake. All that notes will be there. So we can't publish it as it is. We will organize and clean all those, my notes and my things, and put the slokas and the translation and the practical to-do instruction, like a manual. All the 600 I'll release it because I want everywhere people to start making Kailasa ecosystem. So you can read and start following and making Kailasa ecosystem. And I'm also making it very clear, no question of this stealing and making your own versions. Some people are very proud saying that, no, I made my own version of Kailasa. No, you can't make your own version of Kailasa. It has to be only as Paramashiva wanted. As Paramashiva instructed in Vedas and Agamas, as per the Guru Parampara. So no, my disciple has a spiritual or moral or legal right to steal and make your own version. Not only my disciple, no one has a right to steal and make your own version, because all these are translated by me. Naturally, I hold the copyright. With the original sutras, I don't hold the copyright. But all the translations and manual, I hold the copyright. So no one has a right to steal and make your own version. It has to be literally followed as it is. Actually, once this is published, many people will have a lot of time to read and make Kailasa in your own place, Kailasa ecosystems, and it will inspire a lot of people. So, I'll invoke Maha Saraswati now. Enjoy Shri Vidya Maha Saraswati Parabrahma Swarupini Maha Saraswati. Om, 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 Om.
स्वरूप मुख पंकजा कंठाध कटिपर्यंत मध्यकूट स्वरूपिणी शक्ति कूटैकतावन्न कट्यधोभागधारिणी मूलमन्त्रात्मिका
Om, 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 Ka, E, I, La, Hrim, Ha, Sa, Ka, Ha, La, Hrim, Sa, Ka, La, Hrim, Om, 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 Om.
आज्ञाचक्रान्तरागस्था रुद्रग्रन्थिविभेदिनी सहस्रारां भुजारूढा
It's a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, Paramashiva Shakti. Bless you all. Let's all radiate the Shakti of Shri Vidya initiation. Bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam Paramadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Manual. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadushnam Tattanasyadi Lakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones, ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want.
Beautifully, Bhagwan explained power manifestation is nothing but making our reality, playing with life, making what we want as our reality. Let's go through the pramanas to understand the deeper science to manifest our life as Paramashiva. The pramanas gives us the cognitive shift. The science of power manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. The Shastra Pramana, the authentic scriptures, Shrutis, the Vedagamas, stand as a foundation for Hinduism. Apta Pramana, authentic, time-tested, foolproof compilation of experience of sages, rishis, and enlightened masters, which is in terms with Shastra Pramana. Atma Pramana. With Apta Pramana, a guru is able to experience and live the truth claimed by the Shastras. Shakshi Pramana, manifestation and experience of the guru's initiation in the disciple of a particular lineage, which is demonstrable to the world. Pratyaksha Pramana, having the truth validated by the scientific study. Bhagavan gives us all the pramanas to have that cognitive shift from what we understand as world to the superconscious space as Paramashiva is real, who's manifesting in us as reality even now. The Shastra Pramana for the depth dimension is taken, the scriptural reference is taken from the Shiva Sutra, Sutra 1.16. Suddha Tattva Sandhanapi Apashu Shaktihi. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, by fixing a self and aiming at the pure essence, cognizing from the depth of one's being that all that exists is Paramashiva, the pure essence, Suddha Tattva, and attaining and uniting with the pure essence and existential reality, Paramashiva, he experiences Paramashiva, manifests Paramashiva's infinite space. Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully says how we experience the greater reality, how we experience for in the deep sleep as what we know as completely bliss, and there is nothing other than, there is no objective world. We have very little control over that, and then in the dream we have some control, we have some thoughts, we have some control, and when we wake up we know that that is a dream because we know that we have not much of a control, but this waking state we have more control of what is happening out here. Same way Bhagavan says beautifully how the deeper space, how we exist as Paramashiva has the infinite possibility. Here it says, you experience the Paramashiva space, which is infinite possibility. And when you awaken to the awakened state, the Turiyatita and Turiyatita state, you have such a possibility. What we understand as the materialistic world, even as a science, is 99.999% is space. It's empty. And if we understand how it's a vibration which is manifested as what we see, the sound itself. And when we see the world, when we are in the inner chatter, the lower frequency, we are only able to see the materialistic world. But when we move to the higher frequency, like bliss, gratitude, and more in oneness with Paramashiva, conscious sovereignty, simply we experience the higher realities manifesting the infinite space of Paramashiva. Beautifully, Apta Pramana, in Apta Pramana, how Agastya once had to teach a lesson to Ravana. So, this is from Matsya Purana. He had a competition with Ravana because Ravana was creating so much of problem. He had a competition with Ravana, and Ravana being the greatest musician, he's the best in the breath dimension and all the powers because he is always holding that Atmalinga and doing the Shiva Puja. He is a master of many of the space. But when he was playing the veena, he wanted to demonstrate his identity more than anything. But when Agastya dissolved himself and, blessed by Saraswati, started playing, the ice melted and showered as rain. When Ravana saw this, he was so shocked, understanding the greater possibility, how he could move even ice, and he could make that, transform that into rain by his just playing the veena. Bhagavan Paramashiva gives us more powerful cognition in Atma Pramana, Bhagavan's Leela. Bhagavan's Leela.
Finding completion with the Dharma, Advaita, you are living. I'm telling you. When Arunagiri Yogeshwara introduced the science to me, I can say all it took is just few days only for him to make me experience. I still remember when he said, I am everything. I asked him, what do you mean? He said, if I move my hand, the hill will move because I am that. And literally he showed me. I was sitting in his right side. He said, I am you. You see now, when he moved the right hand, I saw I am moving. When he moved the left hand, I saw the hill moving. And when he clasped both the hands, I saw me getting into the hill and coming out. Of course, I am giving a lot of work for the stupid psychiatrist, psychoanalysts. You can go on analyzing what I am saying and say that, oh, this fellow, as a child, he started having delusion, illusion. You can do all that stupid things. Just this Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who passed away long before, who is no more in the body, even on him, they are still doing psychoanalysis and all that mapping and everything, and trying to come up with books, stupid books like a Kali's child. I don't know how much of work I am giving for these psychoanalysts. And do whatever you want. I will continue to be a mystery for you guys.